Now, welcome to another weekend edition of News from Naboo with Thor's Lightning Takes.
Or just with Naboo.
All right to the news. Let's do it.
All right, first piece of news. We have a leak.
Dun, dun, dun.
There is footage that it has made its way online from Kenobi. The footage is of Ewan McGregor's...
Let's spoiler alert this first, huh? Just in case. I mean, if you don't...
I said we have a leak. I think that should be spoiler alert.
It should be, but let's make it clear that this could be legit. So if you don't want this, I hate ruining things for people, so...
It's probably legit.
It's probably legit. Okay, carry on.
Thanks, Kylo.
Thanks, Kylo.
The footage is of Ewan McGregor's Obi-Wan Kenobi in a tense encounter with Hayden Christensen's Darth Vader. The footage is on YouTube if anyone is curious to see it for themselves. We're not going to show it here because it could be bad for the channel.
It's probably not something Disney wants out there, or maybe it is. I don't know.
This is just a little baby channel. We don't need that kind of heat.
Baby channel, yes.
It's getting there. It's gonna build. So the footage has both men locked saber to saber. Kenobi's head is kind of lowered. He raises his head, and Vader pushes him backwards with a force push. All right, so let's kind of break it down and talk about it a little bit. This is shot on sand. Does that mean A, it happens on Tatooine, B, happens in Kenobi's mind, or C, a Force vision that is something like what happened in The Force Awakens with Rey versus Kylo?
Let's eliminate the last one. I don't think this is going to be any kind of weird, where they see each other across time and space.
The Force dyads are supposed to be rare. I don't think those two are.
No, I don't think it's that. I think it could be a dream. Not necessarily a dream, but just some kind of illusion. I mean, the whole sand thing really makes me wonder because...
There's no way it's A.
No.
Not by itself, anyhow.
No, there's no way that... I mean, it could be another sand planet because, why not put a different sand planet besides Tatooine and Kenobi? That would be brilliant. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, if it's on Tatooine and Vader's there, it's not going to add up. I mean, Vader coming literally to Tatooine and finding Kenobi... So I have to imagine this is
things, if that's what happened.
Yeah, I have to imagine, again, assuming it's real, it looks pretty legit.
It looks real.
Then this is some kind of, not a dream sequence, but a vision of the Force. I mean, he's seeing it, he might be out and about. Maybe he had a sand blizzard crawl up his nose and he's having visions. But it's something that he is seeing this and he encounters this vision of Vader. He gets Force pushed back and maybe he comes to his senses and Vader is gone. I don't know. My guess is something like that.
My guess is also B, that it is in Kenobi's mind. I think it is a nightmare or a dream of the Force. I think once Kenobi, maybe he rides into town and sees something about Darth Vader or sees pictures of him and finds out that, you can hunt down, he learns that Anakin's alive and hunting Jedi as Vader. I think we kind of get some fever dream where he's afraid he gets caught on Tatooine, which is why the dream takes place there.
Yeah, for all
That's
we know,
my guess.
For all we know, it's a dream at the Lars homestead because we see some little containers and stuff too. This could be Vader is coming for Luke and he's making a final stand. He gets force pushed. Vader grabs up Luke and oh no, the galaxy, it's ruined. That's again. I don't see this being on Tatooine between these two. If it is,
not really.
Then
no.
Oh my goodness, this. I'm not even going to say what I'm thinking if that's the case.
All right, so the next little thing we can discuss, Kenobi in this vision looks like he is struggling. He looks like you only see him from the back, but he looks kind of ragged. His hair looks like a mess. His robes are torn. His posture looks defeated and worn out. What are your thoughts?
I mean, there's a debate, should Kenobi be broken? To some degree, of course. Maybe not Luke Last Jedi broken. Definitely not Luke Last Jedi broken, because I don't think Kenobi would ever totally give up. Mm-hmm. But no, I'm okay, especially in this vision, he hears Vader is still alive. And keep in mind, Kenobi is on Tatooine. There's no way of knowing how much, information gets out there. There's no way of knowing how much people know the name Darth Vader. Until he hears the name Darth Vader, which he heard in episode 3, of course, he doesn't know Anakin is alive. So it may come as a big shock to him. And here we are. He learns about it. Now all of a sudden he panics a little bit. Mm-hmm. He realizes he hasn't been doing his training. He hasn't been doing all these things, so he is a bit weaker. He sees Vader. He sees Anakin in his full Sith glory, and has this vision where he just gets demolished by him.
Right, exactly. I can see the same thing. I feel like this is going to be actually the first encounter of the quote-unquote encounters.
Yes, because we heard of multiple encounters. Yes, I think this will be...
I think this is the first one. I think it happens early in the series that...
It could happen.
He finds out it's... Oh my gosh, Anakin's alive. He's hunting and killing Jedi.
Yep.
He's probably looking for me.
Yep.
And he has a fever dream.
Yes. Yeah, I could see this episode 1, episode 2 of the series, not of the prequels, where he learns Anakin is still alive, Vader is still alive, and then, like I said, the panic sets in, he has this vision, and he, what do I do now?
Mm-hmm. And then, of course, oppositely, Vader looks like super powerful, like a stoic rock of pure dark side.
Yeah, he does. And I think that's the way Anakin or Obi-Wan would envision him at this point, as being, the epitome of the dark side. Like, I left this guy to die on a rocky lava shore, and he's still alive and hunting. So, yeah, he's probably pretty badass.
Yeah.
I probably created a monster. I mean, I hope that's one of the themes of the show, that he feels he failed the training. He left him for dead. It still survived. Like, I literally created Darth Vader, and how he copes with that, how he gets
past it and realizing it's not his fault.
No, it's not his fault.
That's all I got
we
there.
had okay.
Yeah, I mean, if there's anything else you want to talk about with this little clip, I mean, in the sound versions, you get some grunting from Kenobi. I mean, I was wondering if he was going to say something to him, but there's none in the...
Yeah, who knows if that's, again, who knows what this context is. We're guessing here.
The Force pokes looked really good. It looked really fast and smooth, not something...
Yeah, I'm sure that's not Ewan McGregor getting, yanked off his feet, 50-year-old, whatever he is now, Ewan McGregor getting, shot out of a cannon, essentially, by Darth Vader.
I feel like he'd be more up to doing the stunts than Tamora Morrison was for his stunts.
Well, let's not get into that debate. I mean, yes, probably, but no, nothing but love for Tamora Morrison, though. He's also 10 years older, roughly, so... Mm-hmm.
Moving on, we've got another dispatch from the Halcyon has come out.
Oh,
because they are a glutton for punishment, I feel like.
I love it.
So the Galactic Star Cruiser is the little engine that couldn't. Another.
Whew, okay.
I know you don't see me write these things.
No, sometimes I have no idea what like we've said before. Sometimes I know what the stories you tell me ahead of time, like the big. Well, I heard about this one already, the Kenobi. And sometimes I have no clue what we're going to talk about.
Another PR video is out, and this time the focus is on design, like how they wanted the ship to kind of look like the Tantive, as it is also made on Corellia. You know what? From a design standpoint, it does have that kind of look to it. I give them that.
It does, yeah.
They said they wanted the design to bridge the prequel era with the original trilogy era. Well, that's what they said.
Wasn't the ship like 250 years old or something?
Yeah, I know.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
That's what they said. And then they went on to talk about how they wanted this to look high-end. So they took inspiration from Canto Bight as well as Dryden Voss's Office. The refinement they used is all from the new age Disney Star Wars films, despite wanting to bridge a gap.
So, you mean ignore a gap and just make what we wanted to make?
Mind the gap.
Don't mind the gap is more like it.
All right. And then they have to mention how challenging it was to make the rooms and everything, because unlike a movie set, people are going to live in here, so they couldn't just face dress everything. It had to be more 3D and finished. I find it funny that they describe how challenging this is, because it's a hotel. Of course you have to.
Well,
and Disney does theme hotels.
What hotel room isn't meant to be functional, even if you're trying to do it stylized in some respect? Yeah. Yes, well, believe it or not, like, you don't go in hotels and it's not just like wallpaper with fixtures on the paper itself.
This isn't a new concept for them either. They did Galaxy's Edge. It's a 3D theme park. You walk through it. I mean, the whole thing isn't just a set dress.
Maybe you just can't touch anything at Galaxy's Edge. It's all just...
I understand some of it is going to be like if you walk around the backside, it might be plywood and everything, but a lot of things are going to be 3D. Might be they actually have like
real 3D aliens back there.
But you know what? It's okay. If no one ends up going to their high-end expensive trip, it'll just end up being used as a movie set anyway.
Interesting. Oh, how long until we do get a movie or a show that takes... Oh my goodness. Don't give them the idea.
They already had to carve Leia and Han's initials in somewhere in the engineering or something, so everyone can go and find, quote-unquote, find it, even though they told us it was there.
I want to know if they have the Han and Leia honeymoon suite and how much it costs. That's what I want to know, because they must.
Okay, let's move on to our last story, and one I didn't tell you about because I thought I like genuine reactions out of you sometimes. An interesting recall. The Star Wars, The Mandalorian, and Mickey Mouse hand sanitizers have been recalled.
Okay.
Made in China, the kid-friendly travel-size hand sanitizer turns out to do more than kill germs.
It kills children? Called the Anakin hand sanitizer?
For people who are actually listening and taking this more seriously than you are.
Oh, well, yeah, this might be a very serious story. My apologies.
The recall applies to Mickey Mouse sanitizer that expires on 6/30/2022, lot 20D21. The Mandalorian hand sanitizer expires 9/30/22, lot 20E21. the problem with these, the Mandalorian one with the little cute Grogu's on the front, it has benzene, which is a carcinogen that can give you cancer through inhalation, either oral or through the skin. That includes leukemia and blood cancers. The Mickey Mouse hand sanitizer... Why do we have a little...
Hey, on your desk there is a hand sanitizer bottle.
I know, I happen to have one of these because I thought they were cute and purse-sized.
Okay, this story just got real personal.
Purse-sized, diaper bag-sized. They're adorable. Kids will want to use them.
I actually remember you buying that now. Yes.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
The Mickey Mouse hand sanitizer is being recalled for methanol, which substantial exposure can result in nausea, vomiting, headache, blurred vision, coma, seizures, permanent blindness, permanent damage to the central nervous system, or death, especially if ingested. So stop using those.
Good. Wow, this video took a turn.
Well, I thought this was important.
No, it is,
PSA.
yeah.
Don't drink your hand sanitizers, for
that
one.
Shouldn't need to be a PSA, but yeah.
I mean, adults know that,
children,
but kids don't. They put it on their hands, they lick their hand because they're kids. I mean, one of my siblings like to eat chapstick. So
looking at your bottle right there, I mean, it is a cute little fun little Grogu.
Cute color
I could see myself being 6 years old and thinking I could drink that.
Yeah, not to mention, like I said, it's a perfect travel size.
Yeah.
For all those parents, a woman can throw it in her purse, you can throw it in a diaper bag, your kids will have it, you can throw it in their backpack so they would have a little one to take to school. And then kids put it on, then they touch something they're going to eat, then they touch their face. I mean, putting it on can be dangerous, apparently, if you've got the Mandalorian one. Eating it's dangerous if you've got either one of them.
Yeah. I mean, interesting.
It's sad because the rush to get hand sanitizers out here because of COVID made something that's dangerous, especially for children.
Yeah, which is, Disney doesn't.
Disney does everything to look great for kids. It's a little frightening.
Yeah, it is.
That kids are put in danger by something a product that's designed for them.
Yeah.
I know, I'm ending this
what a great way to end our weekend edition here with an uplifting story about killing children.
Not an uplifting story. It is a PSA. It is a warning.
Yes.
To just be careful.
Yes.
Be careful out there. Stay safe.
You heard it here first. All right. Well, I think that's all we've got for you this time. So take to the comments below. Give us your thoughts on this leak from the Kenobi series. Also, let us know what you think about Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser. Does this surprise you that the room should be functional? And hopefully you don't have this hand sanitizer. And if you do, you know what to do with that. Get rid of it.
Get rid of it.
All right, so leave your comments below. Let's talk some Star Wars. And until next time, thanks for watching.